Hey, everybody, welcome to the Owls Nest BBQ Show, coming to you live today from the Owls Nest BBQ Supply Store here in Ooltewah, Tennessee. We've got a great Saturday going here. Lots of people already been in. How's everybody doing? Good to see you. Missed you Thursday. Didn't do the Thursday show. We were busy all day. I was in terse, not terse, tense, not tense, not even tense. Good negotiations with the company. I won't tell you about here in just a minute. And then power went out in the neighborhood. And then the internet went out. So it didn't have any internet or power at 7 o'clock, when I usually go on the air on Thursday night. So I just moved it to today, Saturday. And Saturday feels more like it feels more like show day anyway. For 21 years, my friend and I did a car show here in Chattanooga called the Saturday Morning Radio Garage. A lot of people, my friends from Chattanooga, will remember that, and we'd always did it this time on Saturdays. And this time feels kind of right to me anyway. So we'll see what the future brings. But welcome to the show. We've got it's a big announcement to me. Big announcement for our little store. We are going to be the retailer of Green Mountain Grills. That's right. These guys, let's see, right there. Green Mountain Grills are on the way to the Owls Nest Barbecue Supply Store here in Ooltewah, Tennessee. We've got the complete line of Green Mountain Grills coming. Matt Frampton, one of the premier barbecue people in the country, one of the premier pizza makers in the country. Big Mo Quezon, Jim Elzer, just a few of the competition barbecue cooks that use Green Mountain Grills on their comp trailers. And you'll be able to buy them right here, hopefully starting next week before Memorial Day weekend here at the Owls Nest Barbecue Supply Store here in Ooltewah. So it's a big deal to us, and we're really looking forward to getting those in this week and seeing how they hold up and how they're made. I've never cooked on one, but when I was looking for a line of pellet smokers, because I really do think that is the future of on deck cooking. Let's say, backyard guys. They're easy, they're clean, no heavy fuel. You don't have to. All you got to do is push a button to light it, and anybody can use one of these things. And it is really as close. It's probably as close to an outside oven as you're going to get any member of the family. Your wife, your husband, wife, children. They can all learn how to use this thing because it's so easy, and it gives a good taste, a good smoky taste, and we're really excited about getting the Green Mountain Grill, and you'll be hearing more and more about them, especially here in the Chattanooga area. When we get them, of course, we'll be advertising some. It will have some of those people on that I was talking to you about that use the Green Mountain Grill, and not only at their house but in competition. We'll be getting we'll have all the entire lineup of Green Mountain Grills. We'll have the Daniel Boone, the Jim Bowie, and the Davy Crockett, all of them Wi-Fi enabled. You'll be able to control them with your telephone. Set the temperature, monitor the temperature. You'll be able to turn the grill off and turn the grill on with your telephone. So that is something that people, especially people of the younger generations, they want that. And they know how to use it a whole lot better than I do. To me, that's not important. But to you, it might be important to be able to do that. So if you're playing golf, you put the pork butt on the grill, and you put the lid down, get it going. You go play golf, and you can monitor it on your phone. You can check the temperature of the meat. If it's getting done too quick, you can simply turn down your grill using your telephone. It's pretty neat stuff. In addition to the grills, we are getting a complete line of accessories, including the pizza insert. And that's a big deal. If you guys like to do pizza at your house, like I do, I've got a pizza oven. And that's some of the most fun times we have at my house is when we have people over and we go in the garage and we clear out a place and we roll the dough out and we make homemade pizzas and they're real thin and crispy and they work great. You'll be able to do it on the Green Mountain Grill. Their pizza insert is the top, probably the top grilling insert in the nation as far as effectiveness, ability to cook, and producing a great homemade pizza. So I'm really excited about that. And if we get them in before next Saturday, we will have it set up out here so you can come and look at it. We're going to have a open house next Saturday here at Owls Nest BBQ Supply and the Midnight Oil. We're my place here in Ooltewah, right here on Lee Highway. We're going to have, we'll have the tent up. We'll have free barbecue. You'll be able to come in and sample the rubs on barbecue. You'll be able to get the exact taste. We're going to do several pork butts, and it's going to be a big time. You'll be able to come, eat free, cost you nothing. Come on in and kind of see the place. And I'm really hoping that we have those grills in by then. With the situation that we're in with the economy and everything, I don't know if Green Mountain will be able to get them shipped here. I sure hope so. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope about that. Yeah, come on in. Just don't talk. We're doing a show. Guy on telephone come in. That's okay. But I want to tell you all about that because it's a big deal to me, big deal to my family, and a big deal to our business. And I hope it's a big deal to you too if you're looking for a good smoke. And another thing about these Green Mountain grills, when I was looking around to which company I kind of wanted to do business with, they only do business through dealers, and I like that. They're not they're not out there racing to the bottom online and that sort of thing. Number two, the price point. The least expensive one is just a little over $350, very affordable. And then the most expensive one, you're looking at $749. So it's in it's in a narrow range in a wide spectrum. If you get what I'm saying, you can afford. What I'm saying is you can afford these things. They won't break the bank, and they perform as well as any other name brand smoker. It's a quality built unit. They've been around a long time, and they're millions of those grills are out in the United States now, and they've got a great presence in the barbecue community, and we're hoping that they'll do really well here in Ooltewah, Tennessee. So if you're in Ooltewah, come on out next Saturday to the Owls Nest BBQ Supply. We'll have some free barbecue out here. We'll have the big smokers going, and they're always kind of fun to see. We'll be serving them right off the pit, so it'll be, folks, this stuff's going to be fresh. We're going to get up real early next Saturday and cook them. None of this cook them and then put them in the refrigerator stuff and then warm them up. We're going to cook them. It'll be fresh right off the pit. So you'll get to taste some of the best Owl's Nest barbecue that you can ever taste. And I know a lot of people follow us here in Ooltewah, and I always get excited when we cook because we cook some really good barbecue, Frank and I do. And I think Jeff Maxwell is even going to be here to help us from Smoking Goats. So you'll have some guys that know how to cook barbecue, and we'll be able to serve it to you. You'll be able to try all the different seasonings. Man, we're going to go over them here just a little bit. We've got all kinds of seasonings in stock, and we're getting more and more every day. We've already even sold out of some of the Meat Church brands, but some of the brands we've got, Malcolm Reed, Killer Hogs, Heath Riles Barbecue, Matt Pittman's Meat Church. We've got, Suckle Busters. We just got that in. Jim Elzer out of Florida. We've got his rubs here. Sassy's Barbecue. We've got her rubs here. I don't want to leave anybody out. We're going to go over all the things we've got. Fire Dancer rubs. Their chicken rub. Probably one of the fellow that owns Fire Dancer, probably one of the best chicken cooks in the United States. And he knows how to flavor chicken. And we've got the Fire Dancer line too. So, and of course, right behind me, we've got the complete line of Butcher Barbecue, Butcher Dave Bosca, kind of our premier items here. We've got the complete line of his stuff. And David's a great guy, and he only makes good stuff. So let's get started. I want to go over the things we've got. We're going to do rubs. We're going to do rubs this week. Next Saturday, we'll talk about sauce. We've got a great great selection of sauce. We'll be getting more in. We've got Blue Hog sauce on the way. Should be here this week too, and we'll tell you about Blue Hog sauce. But let's do the rubs right now. We've got Rescue Rub. This is from Code 3 Spices. We've got three. Let's see, one, two. We've got three of the Code 3 Spices. They're out of Cincinnati. They've got a barbecue team up there. High quality products. They were introduced to me a couple months ago by my friend John Solberg up in Michigan. He says their stuff is really good. John knows barbecue, so we've got their line in. Beef rub, chicken rub, pork, all purpose. We've got all that as well too from Code 3. Also, we've got Rub Bagby, if that name sounds familiar. If you're a barbecue pitmasters fan on television, you've seen Rub. Swamp Boys original rub. Rub has won so many contests using this original rub of his. He's a Florida Barbecue Association Hall of Famer, multi-time Team of the Year down in Florida, and just a great guy. We've got all three of his sauces, plus we've got his Swamp Boys original rub. You'll want to try this. It's multi-purpose. It's good on anything. Make it a point when you come in and get some of this stuff. It is really, really good. Also, a new one we've got, Will Hare. Have you ever heard of Will Hare? He was on the show a couple weeks ago. He is the back-to-back defending champion of the Memphis Barbecue Network. Now, these are the guys that when they come in, they're cooking a whole hog. Most of them do two at a time, matter of fact. They do pork shoulders and they do ribs. These are really unique fellows, and they are the cream of the crop as far as competition barbecue, but they also know flavor. We've got Will's Smoke Masters premium barbecue rub. He's just started out with this. We've got a couple cases of this. I've tried it. It's fantastic. It's got a great taste. It's got everything in there that makes flavor pop, and it'll really impress you. It'll impress your friends. That's Smoke Masters Championship Barbecue Team Premium Barbecue Rub from Will Hare. And we'll have Will back on with us later. And also what we've got a real unique product from Matt Pittman and all the folks down at Meat Church. We've got his line of, I guess you'll probably call it premier rubs. These are elevated a little bit. We've got the garlic. I've got the garlic and herb here. He's got two more flavors. These are made with super high quality products. Matt is a fantastic cook, number one, a great personality, a great business person, and he makes a great product. And these are distributed, of course, across the country. One of the more popular rub companies in the United States. We've got his complete line with more coming. And we've got the Voodoo rub. We've got the bacon, the honey rub hot. I've got the regular honey rub coming. Brandon Ellis over at Chatterbox Barbecue on Shalford Road came in this week. Wiped us out of the honey barbecue rub. That's what he uses on his ribs and pork butts. So if you've ever eaten over at Brandon's over there on Shalford and Hickory Valley Road, and you say, man, these things taste good, you can come in here and you can buy that rub and try it on your ribs and pork at home. It's really good stuff. We were talking about Jim Elser a little bit earlier today from the Florida Barbecue Association, another multi-time Team of the Year winner down in Florida. We have his complete line of rubs. Here's one. If it's anything, Jim is a smart guy. He's an engineer. He makes drum smokers as well, and we're going to talk about that with him one of these days. But he's got a complete line of rubs and sauces, and we've got them both here. This one just happens to be if it's anything good on everything. He's got it if it moves, if it's sweet. Jim Elser's got it. Whatever you've got to cook, Jim's got a rub made for it. Plus, and if it's anything rub, and we've got plenty of that here in stock too. Let's see, what else have we got? Oh, here's the Holy Voodoo I was talking about a little earlier from Matt Pittman. If you like chicken wings like I do, This stuff is the cherry bomb on chicken wings. It's got a little heat to it, and it's fantastic. I mean, fantastic. It's got a kind of a Caribbean flair, but not too crazy. Just a great tasting rub, great on chicken wings. You'll like it. Holy voodoo. If you've been looking for it and you've been having to buy it online, you don't have to do it anymore. Come on in. We have the same price that they guys sell it online, plus no shipping. We've got it right here at the Owls Nest BBQ Supply Store. Let's go move over to Suckle Busters. If you've probably heard of Suckle Busters. They're huge, huge in the rub and sauce business, and we're lucky enough to pick them up this week. We just got our first shipment from them. Best in Texas, Suckle Busters. This one happens to be the honey barbecue rub, which is good on pork and chicken. And we've got, let's see, one, two, three. We've got five of their top sellers. We've got their special SPG, which is salt, pepper, garlic rub for brisket. We've got that here in stock too. These guys, if you're a Texas fan, Texas barbecue fan, you'll really like. Here's a good picture of the honey barbecue rub, Suckle Busters, best in Texas. Really good stuff. And also, let's see, we've got. We're going to move over to. Let's move over to Butcher Barbecue. First thing we got of David's his new wild seasonings, which is made for wild game, deer, boar, whatever you guys that hunt like to eat, kill and eat. David's got a new line of rubs, kind of engineered specifically for wild game. This one happens to be the Timberline rub. We've got all, let's see, one, two, three. We've got all four flavors of the Timberline rub in stock here at the Owls Nest Barbecue Supply Store from David Bosca at Butcher Barbecue. This is selling really well. A lot of people have already been coming back to get this. We've got plenty of it now, and we ran out of one. I got it reordered. David's real good about shipping. He got it right back to us. You'll like it. You'll like it a lot. And of course, we've got both of his number one seller, Butcher Barbecue Private Seasoning. It's one of the best-selling rubs in the nation. This is the one David started with, and he said this formula has remained unchanged since he made this several years ago. It's a good one. It's a multi-purpose rub. Use it just about on anything. And of course, we've got his newest one. Oh no, second newest one. I'm going to get his newest one here in a minute. I forgot about it. We've got Grilling Addiction, which is it's a great multi-purpose rub. Like David said on the show a couple weeks ago when he was on, every protein that he cooked in 2018 at the Jack Daniels World Championship that he won had Grilling Addiction on it. And also, let me see if I can reach this. I don't know if I can reach this or not. Getting up. I think I can. Yeah, right here. We got the maple rub. This is new from Butcher Barbecue. It's a sweet, kind of really neat taste. If you like a subtle sweetness on your meat, this is a great finishing rub. When you cook a pork butt, we're always worried about putting stuff on the outside of it to get that mark, and that's great. That's great. You can do that. But the only way to get flavor, of course, in a pork butt is to inject it. We've got all of David's injections, and when you buy an injection, you get a free injector with it. But when you're pulling that pork butt, the way to get extra flavor in it while you're pulling it is to put the rub in while you're pulling it and flavor the meat. Mix it up real good. That maple rub, that's what we're going to do to ours next week here when we do our pork butts. One of the pork butts is going to have the maple rub in it, so you'll be able to taste it in person. This stuff is really, really good. I opened up when we get rubs in, I always open them up. I love to do that and taste them, and I'll take them home. And last week, I did a pork belly on the smoker, and I put some Grilling Addiction on it, on part of it, and I even put some of David's Private Seasoning on the other, so I can kind of taste it and see how it tastes on the food, and that's kind of the fun part about this. And I know people at home, they have just as many as I do, and it's fun to do that, and you'll like to do that with this maple rub. It is really, really good stuff. Especially when you're finishing off that butt, when you're pulling it, that's going to be a good one to put in the meat as you're pulling it and getting it mixed up. And that'll really, it'll impress your friends and make you kind of the barbecue guy in your neighborhood. Also, what we haven't had this very long. This product here is one of the more unique products on the barbecue market. This is made by Owls Barbecue. It's called Butter Bath and Wrap. When you do ribs, when you after you cook them to about 160 degrees, some people do it to 150, doesn't matter, whatever your recipe is. And a lot of people, when they wrap it in foil, they put in butter, they put in honey, they put in brown sugar, and they'll put in apple juice as a steamer. What this is, this mix contains the honey, the butter, and the brown sugar all in one, and you mix it with apple juice. And you simply mix this up and you pour it over the ribs while it's sitting in the foil on both sides. And then you wrap it up, and then you put it back on the smoker. And this also, it steams it, it tenderizes it, and plus it gives it fantastic flavor. And this is a product that if you're going to do ribs next weekend for the Memorial Day weekend, by all means, come and try this butter wrap. It's only $8.95 for the whole pack. There's enough in here to do, I don't know, 3 pigs. It goes a long way, and you'll like it. It's a great way to flavor it. It flavors better than putting the honey, butter, and brown sugar on the rib. It does a better job right out of the packet, pre-mixed. Just add apple juice to it. Now you can add water to it. You can add peach juice, whatever flavor you want. You can add to it. I use applesauce because that's just the way I've always done it. Makes great ribs. And we've also got the Heath Riles has got 2 new rubs out. He's got one of them is the garlic butter. We've got the complete line of all of Heath's rubs: sweet barbecue, honey rub, pecan rub. What's that other one? The garlic. We got the garlic jalapeno and the simple citrus. This one happens to be the garlic butter. So if you're a Heath Riles fan, like I am, we've got his rubs, complete line of rubs too, and we have his sauces, and we'll be going over that next Saturday here on the Owls Nest BBQ Show, because by then we'll have a lot more sauces. We've got all the sauces in the back of the store. See if you can see them here. If you look right there, almost to the right middle, that one shelf right there, that's got all the different sauces we've got everybody's products grouped together. So if you're a Heath Riles fan, if you're a Malcolm Reed fan, if you're a David Bosca fan, a Matt Pittman, a Meat Church, all their rubs are together. So you can go right to them. You don't have to walk around and look around. Everything's organized. And if it looks like we've got a lot of open space, we do, because, like I mentioned at the top of the show, we've got Green Mountain Grills will be coming here, hopefully before next weekend, for our open house on Memorial Day weekend here at the Owls Nest BBQ Supply Store. But that shelf that you see in the back right now has got all of the different sauces that we have in there, and it is a plethora of sauces that we've got. And we've also got some behind me over here. We've got all of David's, and we've got Yes Dear sauce. And we'll talk about him next week. He's got a fantastic taste. And we've got Jim Elser's over there as well, Sweet Smoke Cube. But also we've got the complete line of Killer Hogs barbecue. Malcolm Reed's, everybody knows Malcolm from YouTube and his famous Killer Hogs barbecue team. We've got, this one happens to be the AP, the all-purpose seasoning. But we've got the barbecue rub. We've got his steak rub, and his famous Texas brisket rub. Malcolm is a flavor expert, and the guy knows what goes good on barbecue. But what else goes good on other types of food too? Malcolm's quite an accomplished cook. If you've ever watched his YouTube channel and seen, he cooks all kinds of different things. He makes great tacos, Mexican food, that kind of stuff. But he always uses his rubs and the spices on it. We've also got the Malcolm Reed line. Malcolm's got two. He's got the Killer Hogs, and plus he's got a line of Malcolm Reed rubs. We've got the Malcolm Reed rubs on the way. They'll probably be here Monday or Tuesday. I got notified yesterday that they have shipped. So we're very, very excited about that, adding more to the Malcolm Reed section here at the Owls Nest BBQ Supply. So what we want to do is we want you to come out and see us, folks. I really don't think in Chattanooga, North Georgia, Southeast Tennessee, anybody's got a better selection of rubs and sauces than we do. And I've got more coming in every other day. We're picking up a different supplier, a different taste from a supplier. Where I want to keep this as dynamic as I can, and mixing in new flavors with the standards. So there's something new every time you come to the store, and something that you can try. That's what we'll be doing here. And plus, don't forget, coming soon is the Green Mountain Grill's wood-fired pellet grills. Now the Green Mountain Grill, you can not only smoke on them, but they'll get up to 500 degrees, and you can cook steaks on them too. And they've been around for a very long time. They're proven. No issues with them. Easy to use. We'll show you how to. I'm new to the pellet game myself, but I've had one for not a Green Mountain, but I had another brand for a couple months now, so I'm pretty well versed in them, and I can get you going on them. And we're going to have pellets too. That's another good thing. We've had a lot of people in here asking for pellets. We're going to be having the pellets from Green Mountain Grill, plus another brand, cooking pellets. We're ordering those this week, and they'll be coming in as well. So we'll have all sorts of different flavors and pellets, all wood, no fillers, no oils or anything like that, all hardwood pellets. That's what makes your food taste even better on a pellet cooker. We appreciate you watching. I appreciate you listening, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll be back next Thursday night for the regular show. We'll be back here next Saturday afternoon with another edition. We're going to go over the sauces that we have here at the store. We want everybody to come out, spread the word. Next Saturday, starting around 10 o'clock, we'll have the food set out. You can come over, get some free barbecue. You can sample all the rubs that we've got, sample the sauces, and you can look around. Hopefully we'll have the grills by then. And if you're wanting to buy a grill, if we've got them, we'll have enough put together where you can have them for Memorial Day and be cooking your own food on Memorial Day. That's a week from Monday. Everybody, thank you so much. We sure appreciate you watching. We sure appreciate you listening here to the Owls Nest Barbecue Show. And we'll see you next Thursday. In the meantime, come out and see us here in Ooltewah, 9043 Lee Highway, right next to the Midnight Oil. If you need some tires, service, oil changes, we do that. And then right next door is the barbecue store. Come on in. We've got a great selection of rubs, great selection of sauces, and we've got a lot of advice we can give you too. And until next Thursday night, we'll see you. Good night, folks, and good luck to you.